Alright guys, we're back. Got a little bit bigger go-kart this time. So I wanted to take a break on our project Rat Rod go-kart and get back on this Vega. If you're new to the channel, you recently subscribed due to the wheelbarrow go-kart project. This is originally what I started my channel from, was this project. So this is a 1974 Chevy Vega. I picked this thing up for like $3 grand off a buddy of mine. It'd been sitting a while. I put new gas line on it, filed the points, and I was driving this thing within 30 minutes or so. Drove around the block. Immediately, it escalated. I pulled it into what then I had was a basement, single stall, tore everything out of this car, and originally just put an LS on it with a turbo 400, a stall converter, and I put an 8.8 Ford rear end in it. I had a little bit of fun, drove it around for one summer and got bored with it. It's really not what the end goal was that I wanted this thing to be. So I have never built anything like this in my life. So I immediately went ahead and bought a tube chassis kit for it. And I completely gutted this car.
Dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
This is an S&W Race Cars chassis. It's a 750 CERT chassis. It's basically like a funny car style.
You know what? This will decimate all after you put about 15 grand in it or more if we have to overnight parts from China.
I started this project. Life happens. I wanted to buy a new home with a garage. So it kind of went on the back burner for a while. We're kind of settled in and whatnot. I want to get back on this thing and try to get this thing knocked out. So as far as the chassis goes, I have everything pretty much to finish it. I got the motor and transmission pretty much in its home place, with the exception of I may put a mid plate in this between the transmission and the engine eventually. So right now, I think we'll do a little bit of work on this thing. I got a fuel cell, get that thing mounted and mocked up. I have a radiator. Not the best angle of the dangle there, I guess, but it'll work. I literally have you guys propped up on a piece of plywood with a 2x4 under it on the back of the trunk area. Fuel cell's going to live right here in between these two down bars. I went ahead and fabbed up these real quick. Nothing crazy. Just some 3/16. I cut it, bent it, re-welded it. Good to go. Drill 2 holes. That'll be my rear mounts that'll sit on the back side of here. And then of course I'll weld those on. And then we'll have to come up with something for the front. Alright, center it up, check for level, give her the old tacky. I'm going to put a little spacer between the tank and the frame. Let's use a paint stick. Well, nothing rubbing and vibrating a hole in it. I'm struggling, guys. There's no room. Alright, I cut some tabs, put on the front of the fuel cell, and I cut 2 3/4 bars, tubes. Put a little angle on them. We're going to weld those up, and that'll hold the front. And I'll probably put like a kicker brace off of it just to stiffen it up. Not that it needs it at all, but it'll definitely be better. So I put these tabs off to the side. So for what if I could take the bolts out, slide it forward, drop the fuel cell out if I ever have to work on it. I've got a way to access it. So I'm going to get my big button here.
You are thicker than a sneaker, heavy like a Chevy. Come here, little mama, let me rub up on the belly. Hey, hey, let me rub up on the belly.
I got my little magnetic speed level here. The fuel cell sitting at 0.1 of a degree from perfect. So what I'm going to do is 90 this thing up, grow a third hand, double check everything. I keep pushing down on this. I know we're really close. Then 0.1 or 0.2, and put a tack on it. See that? Orange County choppers, baby. Taught me everything I know. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to like hire some people to come in here and weld this thing. Once I get all these tubes in here, I'm not gonna be able to fit. Alright, well, as you can see, I changed it. I ended up raising it above the bar on the back, shortening my front legs up just to give me more clearance. Once I got the radiator under it, I wasn't really happy with where the fan height was going to be in comparison to the ground. So I went ahead, raised that up, got the radiator set up here, marked up underneath of it, and I think I'm going to be happy with that once I get a fan on it. So as you can see, if you're not familiar with the channel or watched the previous videos, I cut the necks off of the original radiator and welded -16 AN bungs on it. I'm going to run lines up to the front with an electric water pump in line and just make it a lot easier and cleaner setup. Let's go ahead and get some mounts fabbed up for this radiator. All right, now you can see what I have going on here. So these brackets will weld to the radiator. I'll have a steel tab welded to the tubes, and then I'll have a bolt through each one. You can see the AN fittings there for the coolant lines. I still have to put a fill point with a cap or a fill point to a expansion tank with a radiator cap to make it the highest point in the cooling system. Let's go ahead and get these tacked up, and then we'll go ahead and make the steel tabs and get them welded on, and we'll have a radiator mounted. So I'm going to do the right thing and put my ground clamp directly on my AN fitting. I think you have to be a contortionist to do this stuff, or not over 200 pounds. That helps too. Oh, look at this. Fit right in here. Now we won't be doing no Orange County choppers hot tacks today. Not gonna happen. The old TIG is a little less forgiving. Kind of burns the pupils and the skin. Got a little left hand action here. Call it the stranger. Also helps when you smack that and move it from where you wanted it. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Way more better. I'm pretty proud of that one. Well, let's see if this thing fits. Tabs all welded up. Grab a couple bolts here to hinge off of. Definitely going to invest in a really good fan. I don't have any problem using an eBay radiator, but when it comes to the actual cooling capability, I want a really good fan. I'm looking into maybe like a, I don't know how you pronounce it, the Raleigh. I see a lot of good reviews on those. They're really high CFM. I'll probably go with a twin fan setup, and in case you're wondering, the fans will be drawing down through the radiator. I'll have them on the bottom, but it'll be sucking air through this huge gap. And I even thought about maybe making a panel in the back here, even if it's plastic or whatever, so as you're driving it'll kind of ram air down through it. But I honestly don't think it'll be an issue. Obviously it's not going to cool without a fan, but I've got a way more capacity, so I think it'll be just fine. So looks good, pretty happy with it. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week. Shop's a mess. Still organizing parts and pieces for everything, putting things in totes from when I moved. Or, you know, when you move, you throw it all in a tote. Now I'm just trying to put all the fuel system stuff in a tote, electrical system and stuff into a tote. I got to sort my tubes out for the chassis as far as what I have left to put together. You know, what's for the floor, what's for the firewall, what's for the funny car hoop side, whatever. So what I'm going to do is work on that, get this stuff picked up, wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for following me along on this journey in general. I'm pretty happy with the way everything's going. The channel's growing, we're getting more subscribers every week. Our view time's going up, watch time's going up. It's really cool. And I just got monetized, so that's amazing. Thanks to all of you for doing that. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be. So with that being said, I'm going to try to put a link somewhere, and we have a merch store now. You can buy a t-shirt, you can buy a hoodie, I think stickers, and I may try to put a hat together or something, but that'll go to help out the channel. Eventually I would like to do my own store or whatever, but this is through Teespring, which is now known as Spring. So everything that you buy, it helps out the channel, and you get cool merchandise with the logo. So I appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.